Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Zen Mind Peaceful Life. Today, I have a powerful message especially for all you March Aries out there. If you've ever felt that fire inside you burning to break free, to start fresh, or to rewrite your story, then listen closely, because June 2025 holds a truly rare cosmic moment that could change your life forever. This isn't just another good time for Aries energy. No. This is your final chance this year, a closing window where the stars are aligned perfectly to push you toward transformation, growth, and new beginnings. Now, I know life can feel chaotic and overwhelming, especially when your fiery Aries nature wants to rush ahead, but there's a deeper cosmic message here that blends astrology with psychology and self-growth. It's about learning when to ignite your passion and when to reflect, so your actions lead to real, lasting change, not just temporary bursts of energy. So if you're ready to discover what the universe has in store for you this June, and how to harness this rare energy to reshape your future, stay with me till the end. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell, because here at Zen Mind Peaceful Life, we dive deep into the wisdom of the stars to help you live your most peaceful, powerful life. Let's get started. If you were born under the fiery sign of Aries in March, you already know that you carry a spark that most people only dream of. There's something magnetic about your energy, a kind of boldness that makes you a natural pioneer, always ready to charge forward into new territories. Yet, with all that enthusiasm, life sometimes feels like a battlefield between your burning desire to lead and the moments when patience, strategy, and reflection seem just out of reach. But here's the thing, June 2025 isn't just another month on the calendar for you. It's a pivotal cosmic doorway, offering a rare, final chance to truly transform your life. This is not hype, it's rooted in the powerful dance of the planets above, and it's calling you to harness that inner fire in ways that could redefine your path. You might have noticed lately a stirring inside you, an urgency that's more than just the usual Aries impatience. This is Mars, your ruling planet, flexing its muscles in a way it hasn't all year. Mars is the cosmic spark plug that fuels your ambition, your courage, your very instinct to act. When Mars gets active in June, it's like the universe is handing you a green light to push through barriers, to make those bold moves you've been putting off. But here's the subtle catch, Mars's energy is intense and fast-moving, which means if you don't channel it wisely, it can also lead to burnout, impulsive mistakes, or conflicts that pull you away from your real goals. So, this month is not about rushing blindly but about knowing exactly where to aim your energy. Imagine you've been standing at the edge of a diving board, ready to leap into the unknown. The planets this June are that invisible hand nudging you forward, but they're also whispering, look before you leap. And this is where the ancient wisdom of astrology meets modern psychology. The stars are telling you that it's not just about action, it's about strategic action. Think of it as the perfect moment to practice what psychologists call executive functioning, the ability to plan, focus attention, control impulses, and juggle multiple tasks. Aries energy can sometimes struggle with this because you're wired to jump in first and think later. But June's cosmic alignment offers you the opportunity to strengthen this skill, helping you turn impulsive bursts into sustained momentum. There's a story I want to share, because it's the kind of real-life example that can spark your own awakening. A March Aries friend of mine, let's call her Lisa, faced a huge crossroads last June. She had been offered an incredible career opportunity, one that promised growth but also demanded sacrifices. She hesitated, wrestling with her natural urge to say yes immediately and dive in headfirst. Instead of acting on impulse, Lisa took a step back and spent time reflecting on her true priorities, consulting trusted mentors, and mapping out a plan that balanced ambition with sustainability. The result? Not only did she land the job, but she also avoided burnout and kept her relationships strong, something she feared losing if she moved too fast. Lisa's story is a perfect example of how combining Aries fire with thoughtful strategy can lead to lasting success. But what if you're feeling stuck? What if this intense Mars energy feels more like pressure than power? This is where the subtle influence of the June eclipses comes in. And why this month carries such a life-altering promise. Eclipses are known in astrology as cosmic reset buttons, moments when hidden truths surface, and the universe invites you to shed old patterns that no longer serve your highest good. For Aries, who thrives on new beginnings, eclipses can be both thrilling and unsettling. You might feel like the ground beneath you is shifting, which it is, but underneath that shake-up is a gift, the chance to release self-doubt, limiting fears, or any grudges you're holding on to that weigh down your energy. Imagine waking up one morning with a sudden clarity about a habit or relationship that's been draining you, even if you didn't realize it consciously. The eclipse acts like a spotlight, illuminating what's ready to be let go. This can be tough for Aries because your natural tendency is to charge forward, to conquer obstacles head-on, rather than pause and release. But this June, the cosmic forces are nudging you to do both, ignite and surrender. There's real psychological power in this duality. Embracing change means learning to balance control with flexibility, strength with vulnerability. This dynamic is the key to not just surviving, but thriving through transformation. Saturn's presence during this time adds another layer of profound growth. Often called the taskmaster of the planets, Saturn is the one that asks for discipline, responsibility, and maturity. For Aries, this can feel like a challenge, even a blockade, because your sign values freedom and spontaneity over restriction. Yet, Saturn's lessons are crucial. They teach you that true power comes from mastery over yourself, from building structures that support your long-term vision. Think of Saturn like a wise coach pushing you to train harder and smarter, not just sprint recklessly. This June, Saturn's energy demands you take your goals seriously, but also to commit to the work behind the scenes, the planning, the patience, the follow-through that turns dreams into reality. Here's a practical tip that blends all these planetary lessons. Carve out dedicated time each day this month to connect with your intentions in a calm, grounded way. It might be as simple as journaling your top 3 goals, visualizing your success, or practicing breathing exercises to center your fiery mind. This ritual creates a space for clarity and reduces the overwhelm that can come with Mars's high-octane energy. It also builds what psychologists call emotional regulation, helping you respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively when challenges arise. And then there's Venus, quietly influencing your relationships this June, adding a subtle but powerful force to your journey. Venus guides how you relate to others, including self-love and compassion, aspects Aries often overlook in the rush to prove themselves. The planetary movements suggest this month could bring important shifts in how you connect with friends, partners, or even your inner self. Maybe it's time to open your heart to forgiveness, to communicate more openly, or to set boundaries that protect your peace. These relationship shifts are not distractions, they are part of your overall transformation. Healthy connections fuel your fire and give your journey meaning beyond personal ambition. All these factors together create a cosmic environment ripe for change, but they also require your active participation. This isn't a passive process where you wait for the stars to magically fix things. The universe offers opportunity, but the work is yours, to listen deeply, to take bold yet wise steps, and to embrace the psychological growth that makes change sustainable. So, what does this mean for you as a March Aries? It means June 2025 is your cosmic crossroads. You have the chance to channel your natural courage through a more refined lens, one that balances action with mindfulness, ambition with self-care, impulse with insight. The choices you make now can set a powerful new trajectory for your life, unlocking doors that have been waiting for you to show up fully. Stay with me because we've only just begun to explore how this celestial moment will unfold in your love life, career, and personal growth. In the next part, I'll share how you can identify what to release and embrace psychologically so you can step into this new phase without old baggage holding you back. Trust me, this is where the magic happens. As we move deeper into June's cosmic energy, there's an undeniable shift unfolding in how March Aries experience their relationships, their personal expansion, and the very core of their being. This month isn't just about external changes, it's about how your inner world aligns with your outer reality to create genuine transformation. The influence of Venus this June brings a soft but compelling invitation to reevaluate the connections in your life. Aries, with your blazing fire and independent spirit, relationships sometimes take a back seat to your goals or your drive to conquer new horizons. But Venus is whispering to you now, reminding you that true power isn't just about the battles you win but the bonds you nurture. You might find yourself noticing subtle tensions or unspoken needs in your closest relationships, whether that's with a partner, a friend, or even yourself. Maybe you've been so focused on pushing forward that you've overlooked the emotional currency that fuels long-term success, empathy, patience, and vulnerability. What if the secret to unlocking your next big leap lies not in pushing harder, but in opening your heart more fully? One Aries I know faced this exact scenario. Mark, a natural leader in his career, was so engrossed in his ambitions that he neglected his relationship with his partner. June's energy brought small but undeniable cracks. Arguments about time, attention, and emotional availability surfaced. Instead of brushing them aside, Mark took the courageous step of slowing down and truly listening, without the need to fix or defend. What emerged was a renewed connection that not only deepened their bond but gave Mark a sense of emotional grounding he hadn't realized he was missing. It was this newfound balance that empowered him to tackle his professional goals with greater clarity and support. This kind of emotional recalibration is deeply aligned with psychological research around emotional intelligence. When Aries, who often lead with instinct and action, learn to recognize and express their feelings and the needs of others, they build a foundation that sustains their ambitions over the long haul. Try setting a simple practice this month. Take a moment each day to check in with someone you care about, or even with yourself. Ask, what do I need to feel supported? Where do I need to offer more understanding? These small shifts can create ripples of change that prepare you for the expansive energy that Jupiter is bringing your way. Jupiter's presence this June is like a cosmic megaphone amplifying opportunities in your life. For Aries, who thrive on growth and new experiences, this planetary force can open doors that seemed previously locked or out of reach. But here's where the dance of the stars gets interesting. Jupiter doesn't just hand out luck, it magnifies what's already there. If you've been cultivating skills, relationships, or projects, Jupiter brings the chance to elevate them to the next level. If you've been holding back or stuck in old patterns, Jupiter might highlight those limits, urging you to break free. Consider the story of Dana, a March Aries who had been nurturing a side passion for writing but doubted whether she could turn it into a career. June's Jupiter energy gave her the courage and the connections she needed to submit her first manuscript. But more importantly, it pushed her to see herself as a creator worthy of success. The lessons here are clear. This month, lean into your growth mindset. Look for where you've invested effort, and double down. Take those courses, pitch that idea, or simply say yes to opportunities that challenge you. But be mindful too, Jupiter can make things look bigger and better than they are. So maintain clarity about your goals and values as you expand. At the heart of Aries' cardinal energy is the gift of initiation, the ability to start something new with passion and confidence. This quality is especially powerful in June because the stars are aligning to support fresh beginnings on a grand scale. But with that power comes responsibility. Aries' impulsive nature can sometimes lead to starting too many things or rushing before the foundation is solid. This month invites you to harness that fire with precision and intention. Ask yourself not just, can I do this, but is this right for me, right now? One way to harness this is by creating a simple yet effective ritual of prioritization. Before you dive into a new project or commitment, pause and ask, what is the impact of this on my long-term vision? How will it affect my energy, relationships, and well-being? This practice, rooted in mindful self-awareness, transforms raw enthusiasm into sustainable progress. You're not extinguishing your fire, you're channeling it like a laser beam. Mars, your ruling planet, is the cosmic engine revving behind all this momentum. Its energy this June is intense, fast-moving, and demanding. That intensity can feel like a double-edged sword, on one hand, fueling your courage and ambition, on the other, risking burnout, conflict, or reckless decisions if not managed well. The psychological key here is self-regulation, the ability to recognize when your body and mind need a pause, and when it's time to push forward. Imagine a runner pacing themselves for a marathon instead of sprinting 100 meters. Mars is telling you this month that stamina, not just speed, will win the race. Practical ways to honor this include scheduling regular breaks, engaging in grounding practices like meditation or deep breathing, and staying connected to your physical health through movement and nutrition. Listening to your body's signals is not a sign of weakness for Aries, it's a superpower that ensures your fire keeps burning bright without burning out. Each of these planetary energies is intertwined, creating a rich tapestry of opportunity and challenge for March Aries. This cosmic moment isn't about passive hope, it's about active participation, bringing your full self, your heart, your mind, and your spirit into alignment with the stars. And as we continue, there's even more to uncover about how you can release what no longer serves you, embrace your authentic power, and manifest the life you've been destined to lead. Keep watching, because what comes next might just be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. There's a subtle but powerful force stirring beneath the surface for March Aries this June, a call to confront some of the deeper parts of yourself that may have been holding you back longer than you realized. It's easy for Aries to charge ahead with sheer willpower, often driven by passion and an unstoppable urge to conquer. But true transformation, the kind that lasts beyond a fleeting burst of energy, requires a willingness to release. This month's cosmic energy isn't just about action, it's about shedding old habits, emotional baggage, and even stubborn patterns that no longer serve your highest good. Many Aries pride themselves on their independence and strength, but sometimes that pride creates invisible barriers. Holding on to past mistakes or grudges can feel like armor, protecting you from vulnerability, yet it weighs heavily on your spirit. Imagine carrying a backpack full of stones, each one a regret, a resentment, or a fear. You might be sprinting with all your might, but that extra weight slows you down. June is asking you to open that backpack and start letting go, one stone at a time. This act of release is not a sign of weakness but a radical act of courage. Psychologists call this process emotional detoxification, a practice where you consciously identify and let go of toxic emotions that cloud your clarity and drain your energy. For Aries, who often prefer to just get on with it, this can feel counterintuitive. But integrating moments of reflection, perhaps through journaling or meditation, creates a space where insight naturally emerges. Picture a moment where you ask yourself, what am I holding on to that's blocking my growth? The answer might surprise you, revealing fears you didn't realize were steering your decisions. Take the story of Emily, a March Aries who had been stuck in a cycle of frustration at work and in her personal life. She was quick to react and slow to forgive, not only others but herself. When June's eclipses amplified the need for release, Emily began a simple nightly ritual of writing down things she wanted to release before sleep. Over weeks, this practice cleared emotional clutter and gave her the freedom to approach challenges with fresh eyes. This shift didn't just ease her stress, it opened doors to opportunities she had missed because of her internal resistance. Once you begin this process of release, the next natural step is to embrace what's truly aligned with your authentic self. This is where manifestation becomes more than just wishful thinking, it becomes a deliberate, grounded practice. Aries energy is perfectly suited for this, as you have the raw firepower to bring ideas into reality. But June's energy urges you to combine that fire with clarity of intention. Instead of scattering your efforts, focus on what genuinely excites your soul and reflects your values. Manifestation for Aries during this time isn't about magical thinking, it's about aligning your mindset, emotions, and actions in harmony. Visualization exercises can be incredibly powerful. Take a few moments daily to vividly imagine the life you want. Feel the emotions of success, peace, or joy as if they are already yours. This psychological technique creates a feedback loop in your brain, rewiring your neural pathways toward positive outcomes. Pair this with practical steps, like breaking your goals into manageable chunks or building habits that support your vision. It's this blend of heart and discipline that transforms dreams into tangible results. One Aries client I worked with, Jake, had always struggled with follow-through. His ideas were brilliant, but his energy would spike and then crash, leaving projects unfinished. We focused on building small daily routines that felt doable and meaningful: morning meditation, focused work sessions, and weekly reviews of progress. Combined with his natural enthusiasm and June's energetic boost, Jake finally launched the business he had been dreaming about for years. His secret was not rushing but pacing himself with intention and self-compassion. Now, grounding yourself amid this powerful energy is crucial. Aries can sometimes overlook the importance of self-care, especially when the stakes feel high. But the stars and psychology both agree: sustainable success requires balance. Taking care of your mental, emotional, and physical health ensures your fire keeps burning bright without burning out. Simple practices like mindful breathing, spending time in nature, or even a short daily walk can anchor you when Mars's intensity spikes. Remember, your journey this June isn't about doing it all perfectly, it's about showing up consistently, with awareness and kindness toward yourself. Your strength grows not from pushing through exhaustion but from knowing when to rest and recharge. This is the essence of true mastery and self-mastery. Lastly, the power of your community can't be underestimated. Aries tend to be independent, but this month especially, leaning into supportive relationships can provide the emotional safety and encouragement you need to take bold steps. Whether it's a trusted friend, mentor, or an online community like ours here at Zen Mind Peaceful Life, sharing your challenges and victories builds resilience. Hearing others' stories of transformation reminds you that you're not alone and that growth is a shared journey. If you find yourself hesitating or doubting your path, reach out, connect, and remember that every step, no matter how small, is progress. The universe is aligning to support your courage this June. But it also asks you to be gentle with yourself as you navigate this transformative time. Keep watching, because the next part will reveal how you can practically harness these energies day to day, with actionable tools and rituals to make this final chance truly count. You won't want to miss it. As June unfolds, one of the most powerful lessons for March Aries comes from understanding the delicate balance between your natural impulse to take bold action and the need to nurture yourself with kindness and care. Your fiery spirit thrives on challenge and momentum, yet it's precisely your capacity to slow down and recharge that will sustain your journey long-term. It's a paradox, isn't it? The same energy that pushes you to lead and conquer can also be your greatest source of exhaustion if left unchecked. This month invites you to embrace self-care not as an indulgence, but as a vital strategy for success. Think about it this way: a flame needs fuel, but if you let it burn too fast without tending to it, it'll quickly burn out. In practical terms, this might mean setting boundaries around your time and energy, carving out moments for meditation or deep breathing, or simply giving yourself permission to rest without guilt. Many Aries struggle with this because the instinct is to keep pushing, to prove strength through endurance. But wisdom, both cosmic and psychological, teaches that true strength is sustainable. I remember speaking with a fellow Aries named Carlos, who once told me how he ignored his body's signals for months. The result? Chronic stress and frustration that slowed his progress far more than taking regular breaks would have. When he finally committed to a simple routine of morning mindfulness and regular physical activity, everything changed. His focus sharpened, his creativity blossomed, and his ability to handle challenges increased exponentially. This transformation underscores how deeply connected your physical, mental, and emotional health are, and how important it is to honor all of them, especially during such an intense cosmic phase. Alongside self-care, the energy of June encourages you to lean into community and connection. Aries pride themselves on independence, but even the fiercest warrior needs allies. Sharing your journey with others, whether friends, mentors, or a supportive group, creates accountability, inspiration, and a sense of belonging that fuels your motivation. It's not about losing autonomy. It's about enriching your path with the wisdom and support of others. This month, consider opening up about your goals and struggles. Perhaps start small, by sharing your intentions with a trusted friend or engaging in a community that resonates with your values. When you voice your dreams and challenges, you invite encouragement and fresh perspectives that can illuminate your way. The simple act of connection is a powerful reminder that transformation isn't a solitary feat, it's a shared experience that grows stronger with support. If you feel hesitant to lean on others, remember this: asking for help is not weakness, it's a profound act of courage and wisdom. Aries are natural leaders, yes, but leaders also know when to gather their tribe. Your tribe might just be the key to unlocking the breakthroughs you've been waiting for. As all these cosmic energies, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, and the eclipses, interweave, they set the stage for one final, urgent truth: the window of opportunity you have this June is fleeting. The universe is offering a rare moment to pivot, to choose a path aligned with your highest self. But if you wait too long, this chance will pass, and the cosmic clock will reset, possibly leaving you wishing you had acted sooner. The power is in your hands, March Aries. You have everything it takes to make this moment count. It's about showing up fully, with your fire, your heart, and your wisdom, and stepping into the life you've been destined to create. This isn't just about ambition or success. It's about claiming peace, purpose, and fulfillment in every part of your being. So here's my heartfelt invitation: don't let this final chance slip away. Take a deep breath. Set your intentions, and commit to the small but meaningful actions that move you forward. Trust that the stars are aligning to support your courage, your growth, and your transformation. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to join our growing community here at Zen Mind Peaceful Life. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and share it with your Aries friends or anyone who might benefit from this cosmic insight. Your engagement helps this message reach those who need it most and supports the creation of more empowering content. Drop a comment below sharing what steps you're inspired to take this June. I love hearing your stories and am here to support you on this journey. Remember, your transformation is not only possible, it's already underway. All you need to do is lean into it. Thank you for spending this time with me. Stay connected, stay courageous, and as always, keep your mind peaceful and your spirit fiery. Until next time.